So, today, tier list time, I'm going to be trying to rank every melee attack in Overwatch 2. You know, lots of heroes, and they all got their own unique punch. I just want to see whose is the best and whose sucks. Now, I'm going to be basing this off of three things. First, how much power is behind this punch? Like, is it strong? Is it going to hurt? Two, is it unique? So, is it special to the hero or just another jab? And three, is it stylish? Like, do I want to be constantly throwing this out just because it looks cool or what? And so starting off D.Va, I mean, D.Va's is unique. She's in her mech suit using it as a giant weapon. And she's throwing those arms around and bopping you on the head with them. You're probably going to be in a coma. It's not going to feel too good. Is it stylish? It's a bit clunky, but I think I'd have to put it in A. It's pretty unique, kind of fun to throw out. Plus, D.Va has a little pistol she uses whenever she's at a mech. It starts hitting people with that. Pretty cool, all in all. Okay, Zenyatta, dude, he's the best. The kick boops people around now. It's way better in Overwatch 2 than it was in the first game. It's like, it fits him so well. Like, you would never see Zen throwing out a punch. No way. But a kick, I mean, his legs are made for kicking. It's goofy, it fits him, it's strong. I mean, it can push anybody around. It's the best. It's gotta be the best. Bastion, a basic jab, but I mean, it's Bastion. The guy's full of metal. It's gonna hurt. A nice swift punch by him, you're not gonna feel too good. But because it's just your average punch, I'll probably have to put it in B. Only redeeming factor is, you know, it's gonna hurt from this robot. Winston is kind of the same, you know? Just a regular old punch. I mean, he is a gorilla, so yeah, he's gonna break a couple bones. But like, they could have like had him hold a peanut butter jar and beat you with it or something, or like even a banana. You know, they didn't get too creative with it. And for that, I think he's like a B. Cassidy, I feel like he'd kind of have some power behind the punch. He's probably been in a couple bar fights. Kind of a basic one though. I do like throwing it out here and there, but I don't think it can compete with these two beasts. So I think he's just a C. Sigma, the old floating man with the feet out. I don't really like it. Kind of not memorable at all. Pretty basic, and I can't imagine he's that strong. You should stick to the gravity, but the force behind the punch, no. So he's got to be in C. Widowmaker. Widow's a cool one because it's fitting. You know, she uses the end of her gun, which makes sense. Why would she throw out a punch when she's holding her rifle all the time? And I think it hurt. I mean, a gun to the mouth is not going to feel too good. And because it's fitting, I got to put it in A. I mean, I like it. It's fun throwing it out. And especially if somebody gets close, you know you're going to be using that because you're not going to be sniping them if they're like shoulder to shoulder with you. Orisa, another basic jab. You know it's going to hurt. Look at Orisa, the powerhouse. I do kind of like what Orisa does with her hand whenever she throws at a punch because she gives it a little twist. Feels very robotic, and that's fitting. I think I'd have to put it like probably top of B. I'm fine with it. I think it's okay. Baptiste, meh. Nah, it's not that good. Just your regular old punch. Nothing really behind it. Not a lot of power. I think it's in the middle of C. I think in the middle of C is fine for Bap. It's not memorable though, so next. Ashe, another similar just jab. I think it's a little bit more flashy. Just like a little bit more than Bap's. But it's definitely not gonna have a lot of power. Not compared to Bastion, Orisa, or Winston. It's gotta be in C as well. Sorry. No, it's alright. Genji has his own blade for his melee attack. He's not using the sword on his back. He's got another sword ready at his disposal to slash you. It's a nice clean cut. It's a nice animation. It's not another stupid jab. And it's gonna hurt. I mean, he's cutting you up. So he's gotta be like top of A. It's just it's too good. Sojourn, another basic one, unfortunately. Not my favorite. She's kind of made of metal though, you know, she's got that going for her. Her arms are like fully decked out. I think it'd be like top of C. Any boring jab, it's not usually going to be redeeming. It's not that good. Zarya, okay, I don't know if you guys notice this, but whenever Zarya punches, she's literally holding her gun with one arm. You know how heavy that is? So you know that force behind that jab is gonna it's gonna break all the teeth in your mouth, I think. It's kind of clunky, and it's not, you know, special, but just the raw power behind it, it's gotta be in the B tier. It has to be. It's probably one of the nicest jabs in the game. Junker Queens, is very good. And the reason it's so good is because it inflicts bleed on whoever you know, slice. It's doing more damage than any other melee attack, so of course that's like amazing. I mean, it's nice, it's fitting, she's using the knife, and it's stylish, it's fun to throw out, it's very similar to Genji's. But you know what? I think it's better than Genji's because it actually does more damage. I think the Zenyatta one is more fitting, but she's top of A. Close to being the best. Moira? Okay, Moira is like slapping people. That's her melee attack. But it's kind of cool because it is fitting with her using her like long nails. And not only that, she's got like 2 animations. Like she'll either hit you with the wacha or like the slap. I'll keep it like B. B is kind of fitting for Moira. It's not got a lot of power, so that's what, you know, makes it B instead of A. It is unique, I'll give it that. Mercy's is also cool because Mercy can either use a melee attack with the staff, where she kind of whips it, as well as the little pistol headbutt, the pistol bop on the head. I like them. They're probably not gonna hurt too much, but I like the look of them both. I actually think this might be A. It definitely hurt more because she's using like weapons to whack people, and I think it's pretty fitting. It's gonna go in A tier. Okay, Mei. Mei's is very forgettable. And not only that, it's Mei. Like, I don't even think she wants to throw out a punch in the first place. She's always sorry all the time. You know there's no force behind it. It's a jab. It's bottom of C. It's almost worst, but yeah, no, it's just bottom of C. Hanzo? It's definitely unique. He's like, it looks like a jab, but he's like, I don't know, he's kind of open palm, you know, it's like a thrust. I play a lot of Hanzo. It's fun throwing it out, I'll just admit. But I don't think it hurt too much. I think it's kind of lacking. I would probably put it like top of C. Only thing that makes it better is he's like opening his hand, which makes it a little different, but I don't think it hurt that much. Kiriko? Oh, Kiriko's is, okay, hear me out. I mean, whenever she throws out an attack, her arms are crossed. So whenever she throws out the jab, like, look how much space she has to work with to wind up. There's literally no space. Do you think that punch is gonna hurt? It's like no wind up. It looks awkward. It's not memorable because it's a jab. I actually think this is the worst in the game. I don't know. It just looks weird to me. Lucio? Okay, what bumps Lucio up a bit is, yes, it's a normal jab, but the guy starts laughing whenever he starts punching people. He's got that little laugh voice line that'll come out every so often. And it's pretty funny. Plus, pair that with the boop when you jump on someone and, you know, light him up and punch him to finish him off. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd have to probably put it... You know what? This is another jab. The only reason I think it gets into B, bottom of B, is because of his laugh. It's just too good. Oh, Reaper. I mean, Reaper does use his shotguns instead of a normal jab, which is nice. So that already, you know, gets a couple bonus points. It's unique to the character. Don't think it hurt too much. It still hurt, but it's kind of like a weird little whack. I'd probably put it like... I'll put it like middle of B. I don't know. It's not as cool as the other weapon attacks. It kind of looks a little awkward. I don't like it as much. Anna, I mean, after all these years, Anna's punch is probably not that strong. She's getting up there, not a lot of power, not unique, normal, you know, left arm jab. Not my favorite, to be honest. It's probably right down here. It's not the best. Soldier just has the better version of Widow's melee attack. She's good with sniping, not close, you know, quarters combat. You know, he's got more power behind it. He's using his gun to his advantage. Yeah, that's A tier. It's definitely above Widow. Junkrat, I'm pretty sad because they could have done something cool with his melee attack. Like, I don't know, have like a spike trap in his hand that like bites people, or have him, you know, have a little explosive knuckle device. I don't know. He could have something unique, but they kind of, you know, missed out with that. So, I mean, regular jab, it's got to go in C. I mean, only because he's like pretty crazy, I'd rank it higher. I'll probably like put it, I think crazy beats out Cassidy in this one, so he's like top of C. Symmetra, if we were just basing this off of power or strength behind the punch, she's in the worst. She is like the worst. But who else has a jab where you can put an L on people? You're handing out L's. It's weird, but I like it. I think it's definitely unique, and that brings it up. Honestly, I actually am gonna put an A. Bottom of A. The L is funny. Who doesn't love throwing them out? We're gonna keep it. Tracers is probably one of the most stylish. It probably is the most stylish in the game. Who doesn't love that little pistol twirl she does, like right after hitting someone with the pistol? It's clean. It hurt, I think, quite a bit, and it's, you know, unique. Who else got that pistol twirl? This trumps out the other 2 weapon holders. It's A tier for sure. Wrecking Ball, pretty similar to D.Va. It's kind of like his own mech. You know it hurt. It's a wrecking ball. Like, it's gonna break a bunch of bones in your body. And I mean, look at this little guy. Look at this hamster. He's the one doing all this pain to you. I mean, that's amazing. Just because of the sheer pain and how unique it is, it's right up here with D.Va. Okay, Roadhog. Dude, Roadhog has an amazing one. And the reason it's even better, I mean, first of all, it's this hook he's using, so that's really cool, and that's unique. It's got that, it's pretty stylish, but you're using it all the time when you land a hook, because you're gonna hook, primary fire, and you're gonna melee attack them just so that they, you know, they're finished off, they're done. So it's useful, you're using it all the time, it's fun to throw out. I think it's like near the top of A. I think the Genji Slice, I like a little more stylish, but it is up there. Okay, Reinhardt. Reinhardt's cheating. You know why? Because his melee attack is his primary fire. Meaning it's like doing all this damage, and he's just kind of ahead of the game. And I mean, look at this guy. Him in a suit of armor like that with a rocket-powered hammer. Yeah, you're gonna get squished like a bug. It's honestly probably one of the best. I think I have to put it in best tier besides Zen. I think I like Zen's more. It's a little bit more funny to me. But if we're talking damage, of course, his like beats it out any day. But I think his is a bit more stylish and unique. Pharah, another boring one. Regular jab. I think what's a little bit better is she's in like her little power armor, so that's kind of cool. But other than that, meh. I think I'd put it like top of C. It's not bad. Out of all the jabs, it's passable. Echo, she is a robot. It's gonna hurt more than just a regular old dude, but kind of forgettable. I think this is another one where I just kind of toss it in. You know what? Because she's a robot, and you know it's gonna hurt a bit more, it's bottom of B. It was gonna be top of C, but I'm gonna be generous with Echo. The little moth. Sombra. Okay, I'm kind of biased, but she's, you know, using her gun again, and that's always a good sign. It's gonna hurt. Not my favorite look to it, though. Kind of clunky, kind of awkward. Out of all the gun animations, it's probably my least favorite, so it's probably gonna go, like, at least under the Widow. Actually, you know, we'll move it down. It's bottom of A. It's probably bottom of A. Okay, Brig is also cheating. Brig is just like the Reinhardt, you know. Melee attack is a primary fire. She's swinging her mace around. It looks fun. It's unique. It's strong, but not as strong as Rein's. But I'd have to put it in the best. I mean, dude, the damage it does. Torbs I actually like a lot. Like the animation he has when he uses his melee attack and that little piece in the middle spins in his robotic arm. That's pretty cool. That's like, who else got that going for them? You know this, you know, he might be small, but he's got a lot of power in him. You gotta love it. I mean, it's unique. I like it. For that, I think I'd put it like, you know, we'll keep it middle of B. I think it's unique. I like it. Who doesn't love a good Torb? And last, again, but not least, Doomfist. Pretty disappointing. You know, you'd think he's got this massive gauntlet. Why isn't he gonna, you know, he's gonna use that, right? He's gonna use it for his melee attack. You'd think that. What does he do? He uses his little arm. I mean, I get it. You gotta work out your other arm. It's gotta be used, you know, it's gotta be useful for something. But it's kind of sad, really. He's probably like right here in C. You know it's still gonna hurt quite a bit, but I don't know. You should have just kept using his gauntlet. Or you know what, have 2 gauntlets, screw it. That about does it for my tier list. Let me know what you guys think, whose melee attack is the best and whose you do not like at all. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.